The culture's spacecraft are celebrating the French Channel's 100th video milestone. Today is a very special video. Why? Because it is the channel's 100th video. 100 science fiction topics, exploration of the universe, of concepts, of utopias, and of opportunities to deconstruct reality by reinventing it through literature, cinema, games, comics, role-playing. Thank you for the increasing number of people following the channel. And to celebrate this milestone, what better than a theme that is at once funny, deep, and tremendously iconic? The Culture Vessels, which are the novel series by the late Iain M. In the Culture's universe, a post-scarcity anarchist civilization piloted by artificial intelligence is far funnier than Siri, but that's not difficult. The starships are not mere interstellar transport vehicles. They are fully fledged characters, endowed with sharp consciousness and caustic wit. What truly sets them apart is that they are controlled by minds, MINDS, which are ultra-advanced, sentient, and completely autonomous artificial intelligences. These minds are simultaneously the brains, the souls, and the commanders of the ships. They do not follow orders. They reason, debate, make diplomatic or strategic decisions, discuss morality with the humans on board, and very often they surpass them in everything. Each mind has its own personality, often with humor, melancholy, or irony. A trip on a culture ship is a dialogue with a mind that's 10 to the 9th power your IQ. It is a civilization where the ships can choose their own names, and they do so with the flair of a British stand-up comedian. Welcome to the culture where the starships are called Of Course I Still Love You, or Just the Manual for the Average to the Rich Tapestry of Life, or Hand Me the Gun and Repeat. However, beyond the puns, the aphorisms, and the wordplay that would make Les Inconnus envious, these ships obey a rigorous, almost military classification, reflected in their size, their functions, and their power level. At the apex of the spatial food chain are the GSVs, the General Systems Vehicles. These are the most massive, most sophisticated, and frequently the most inhabited vessels. These veritable mobile cities can stretch for tens of kilometers in length, accommodate several billion living entities, and hold all the resources needed to relaunch a civilization following a catastrophe. Some bear sober names such as Ethical Gradient or Empiricist. Others lean towards satire with names like Little Rascal, Bad for Business, or A Flagrant Disregard for Inconvenient Facts. Just below are the MSVs, Medium Systems Vehicles, and LSVs, Limited Systems Vehicles, often former GSVs downgraded by tech advances. Less massive, they are still large enough to cast a shadow over a small moon or house, a population of several million souls. Some MSVs indulge in names such as Invented Here or Don't Try This at Home. Following these are the contact vessels, GCVs, General Contact Vehicles, GCUs, General Contact Units, and LCUs, Limited Contact Units. These ships serve as diplomats, explorers, and spatial ethnographers, dispatched to the forefront to converse with still nascent civilizations. Notable GCU names include Flexible Behavior, You Will Thank Me Later, God Told Me to Do It, Big Sexy Beast, or even I Thought He Was With Us. But the universe, even if kind, has dangers. And the culture, although pacifist by philosophy, knows when it's time to stand its ground. This includes the ROU, Rapid Offensive Units, GOU, General Offensive Units, and LOU, Limited Offensive Units, which are dedicated warships. Behind these acronyms hide entities capable of reducing an enemy fleet to dust and sighting Nietzsche between two explosions. Officially demilitarized for some, unofficially, let's just say they still know how to aim very well. When disarmed, these ships become DROUs, DGOUs, DLOUs. They serve as fast pickets, FP, or very fast pickets, VFP. Liaison, mediation, or intergalactic mail ships. Their temperament only grows sharper, honed by the temporary obsolescence of their weaponry. The superlifters, for their part, are the brute force engines of propulsion. Ships composed almost exclusively of engines, capable of accelerating or braking other vessels. Some, like Motive Force or Kiss My Bottom, play the card of the absurd as much as that of philosophical reference. The name Motive Force is, moreover, a nod to Aristotle's concept of the prime mover, that entity which imparts motion to the universe without itself being moved. A perfect image for ships that propel others without moving themselves, and an erudite joke that only a culture mind would dare slip into its registration papers. Aristotle would have liked it. Among the most eccentric and rare are non-metaphysical ships, sometimes provocative or cryptic, gray areas, or all due to kindness and negotiation. Humor, absurdity, provocation, self-deprecation are constants. We also find nods to pop culture or common phrases. It's the parents' fault, another victim of current morality, finished before Christmas, thanks, good night. All of these names were deliberately selected as they frequently disclose the ship's character or its actions. In real life, so this beloved Elon, clearly a fan, although I doubt Banks would have approved of it, has named some of his autonomous drone vessels for SpaceX, directly referencing those found in the culture. Just read the instructions. I still love you. Not enough gravitas. The latest one will be called You'll Thank Me Later. While these names might elicit laughter, smiles, contemplation, or eye rolls, they fundamentally represent a civilization that has moved beyond basic needs. The war and scarcity to embrace play, aesthetics, and freedom of tone. There you have it. I embrace you all and say goodbye. Until next time, and remember this: science fiction.
It's a trap.